them. They're almost here. Are you sure? Quick now, get ready.
Open the gates.
Bring food and water. They'll be hungry.
Praise God, they're okay.
Oh, this is about to get good. You better strap in and remember to breathe, because this is the story of two men, both chosen by God, but only one was called a man after God's own heart. Oh, and I already know the question rattling around your cute little brains. What exactly does a man after God's own heart look like? Well, that answer just might knock you down. Now, to find out, we've got to go back 3,000 years to a barbaric time when kings ruled the people and war was a way of life. And the Israelites, oh, they were no different. They wanted a king so bad, it made their heads spin. They wanted to be like all the other nations. So God gave them a king. And his name was Saul. Excitement and joy are everywhere. Victorious melodies fill the air. The enemy destroyed, a time for celebration. And one man exalted throughout the nation. The center of attention, the king of being loved. A royal procession, he couldn't get enough.
I hear the people tell me how great I am. I hear the people love me throughout the land. I hear the people trust I have a plan, and they will do exactly as I command. I have wealth and fame, and I always get my way, and I get better looking every single day. Wherever I go, the enemy scram. The stuff of legends, that is what I am.
Saul killed 1,000 men, the warrior king, a true God's man. May his glorious reign never come to an end. Long live the king.
Thank you so much.
Long live the king.
Music to my ears.
Long live the king.
Oh, you're too kind, really.
No one would argue he was all that. The man has it all, can't deny the facts. Chosen by God, revered by all. So much potential for the great King Saul.
I'm on top of the world, there is no one above me. I hear the people say, to know me is to love me. The ladies tell me, Saul, you are so fine. Ha! Yeah, I get that all of the time. Don't get me wrong, I'm just having fun. It's good to be the king, the chosen one.
King Saul killed 1,000 men, the warrior king, a true God's man. May his glorious reign never come to an end. Long live the king.
Hey, you guys.
Long live the king. Long live the king.
What a nice thing to say. I love you guys.
Long live the king.
Oh, really? Again? No.
Long live the king. Long live the king.
Oh, shucks. I place before you in chains King Agag, leader of the Amalekites. The Amalekites attacked us as we fled from Egypt, and God demanded retribution. Well, here it is!
Good gracious. Did you see that? That is a leader right there. Oh, he's handsome, powerful, charismatic. Oh, it's something to be king, isn't it? You're on top of the world, afraid of no one. Well, almost no one. You see, being king of God's people comes with certain expectations. God is the one who's in control, always has been, always will be. He gives the commands, but the only people who can hear him are the ones who know how to listen. Saul doesn't know how to listen, but there's another guy in the kingdom who does. a prophet. Most folks consider him to be even more powerful than Saul. And I'm telling you, this guy isn't playing around. There is something about a man who walks that close with God that draws some people in and makes others feel very uncomfortable. So Saul better enjoy this party while he can, because that prophet is about to show up right here, right now.
So, the ambush worked perfectly. We had just attacked, but when Abner goes to jump off his horse, his sandal flies off. No joke. It flies like 20 feet and it lands right in my hands.
We couldn't do it again if we tried.
And he's just standing there looking at me like, what do I do now?
And he's like, fight, you idiot.
Father?
Well, did you give him his sandal back?
Give it back? I used it. The smell of it alone probably slew half of our enemies.
Father,
What is it, Jonathan?
the prophet. Samuel's here.
That guy. I thought I'd have more time.
For a man that moves so slowly, he sure does get around quick, doesn't he?
You want me to tell him to wait until after the feast, maybe tomorrow?
No, I know what he wants to yell at me about. Just bring him in.
And we were having such a good time, too.
It'll be okay. Just let's get it over with. Hey, Samuel. It's always good to see you.
I'm not sure that's true, my king.
Oh, nonsense. As you can see, the attack was a success. May the Lord be glorified. So, why the long face, Samuel? We won!
I couldn't sleep last night. The Lord gave me some very disturbing news.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I've had a few nights like that myself. Have you tried herbal tea? Puts me right out.
And it's delicious.
That it is, sir.
And my feet hurt. I traveled a long way.
I keep telling you, invest in a donkey. They're surprisingly easy to take care of. Or better yet, I'll just give you one.
Yeah? You have some extra donkeys lying around now? I saw a few nice ones right outside.
Well, then take your pick.
What have you done, Saul?
I did exactly what I was told to do. I carried out the Lord's instructions.
What then is this bleating of sheep in my ears? What is this lowing of cattle that I hear?
Ah, come on, Samuel. The soldiers spared the best so they could sacrifice them to the Lord your God. Our God. You're just in time. You can do the honors.
And who is that man?
King Agag.
You spared the king of the Amalekites,
So the people could see the might of the Lord.
so the people could see the might of Saul and nothing more. God sent you on a mission to destroy those wicked people. Sheep, donkeys, men, women, leave nothing alive. That was your command. Why? Why, Saul? Why didn't you obey? Why did you pounce on the plunder and do evil in the eyes of the Lord?
Evil? In the eyes of the Lord? I completed his mission, Samuel. People died today at his command. The men bring home a few animals for sacrifices and you call it evil? In his eyes?
Do you think the Lord delights more in burnt offerings than he does in obedience? To obey is better than sacrifice. To heed his word is better than the fat of rams.
It's just a few sheep, Samuel.
It's not about sheep, Saul. You were once small in your own eyes, but God lifted you up to rule his people. Now you're arrogant and rebellious, worse than witchcraft and idolatry. You have rejected the word of the Lord. So now, he has rejected you as king.
Whoa. What? What's that supposed to mean?
Just as I have said. This is the message the Lord gave to me last night. He regrets ever making you king.
Rejected? What? Look, I'm sorry, all right? I messed up. I didn't realize, okay? Lord understands. Now, come on, please. Forgive my sin and let's go out of here and make sacrifices and worship the Lord together with the people, okay? Come on.
My heart breaks for you, Saul. But forgiveness is only granted to those who are humble and are truly sorry for their sins. The Lord sees your heart, and he has rejected you as king.
Samuel, wait. Come on, man. I'm sorry.
It is a sign. The Lord has torn the kingdom from you today and has given it to one of your neighbors, to one better than you. He's chosen a man after his own heart.
Father.
Don't. I'll get him back. I'll work it out.
You need his blessing, or the people...
I am still king! Anointed by God! I'll get him back.
Oh man, my heart is pounding. I'm not a big fan of confrontation. That was super intense, even for you. And you're pretty intense all the time. So what do we do now, Samuel? If Saul's not going to be king anymore, well then who is?
We have to go to Bethlehem, but we must keep it a secret. Saul will kill me if he finds out.
Oh man, it just never stops with you. All right, my lips are sealed. What's in Bethlehem?
A boy. One of the sons of the house of Jesse. The next king of Israel.
Oh man. All right. So intense. I'll finish getting everything ready.
Good. We must hurry. God demanded every last Amalekite be slain. That includes their king.
Oh, you mean you're gonna... Oh, man.
I told you that guy wasn't playing around, didn't I? Samuel knows what's up, but Saul is losing his grip on the top of the world. Whoever fills his shoes better be something special. But Samuel said he's looking for a boy. Surely he's not looking for this boy.
David! David!
Oh, yes, Father?
Be useful. Go fetch more milk from the kitchen.
Yes, Father.
And hurry up, Runt. I'm hungry.
Yeah, and don't get lost this time. David!
Were you seriously just doing that?
You're making us wait, man. We're hungry.
Sorry, Father.
Where is your head at, David?
I think I can answer that. Check this out.
Hey, give that back.
The grasslands of the wilderness overflow. The hills are clothed with gladness. The meadows are covered with flocks, and the valleys are mantled with grain. They shout for joy and sing. Lame.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't exactly written for you.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, please, David. Please tell us how you're writing a new song for God. It's been so long since we've heard one.
In fact, why don't you sing it for us?
Hey, want me to go get some pots and spoons?
Ha ha. You guys are really funny. Just leave me alone.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh, I think we hurt his feelings.
Good. Then maybe he'll stop writing those ridiculous songs.
No way, Abinadab. The more time I spend with God, the more songs I want to write to him. He is my rock and my salvation. And you know what? That's a pretty good line. I'm gonna write that one down too. I'm certainly not gonna stop praising God just because some guys make fun of me.
Well, aren't you holier than thou?
Not at all.
You know, ever since you killed that lion, you've been walking around like you've got a halo over your head. And it's getting pretty old. You better remember who you are, shepherd boy. You think you're the only one that knows how to pray?
Of course not.
Then quit acting like you're so much better than the rest of us.
Yeah, give it a rest, David.
I'm not acting like that at all.
I'm not even convinced you killed that lion. Maybe it was dead when you found it, and you're just trying to get praise.
I am not. I did kill the lion. God protected me, and he gave me strength.
Or maybe you're trying to be more important than your older brothers. That's what I think. We don't trust you, and that's why no one likes you.
That's enough, boys. Whatever you're arguing about stops now.
You're not sitting by me. You smell like sheep. Oh, seriously, David. You ever heard of a bath?
Come on. Just let me eat.
Oh, don't cry, baby.
I'm not crying.
Somebody get him a rag to wipe his tears.
Oh, wait. I have a solution. You can eat with the servants tonight. Seems like a fitting place for a shepherd boy. Yeah? You think you can take on a guy twice your size? I like to see you try.
Boys, that's enough. May the Lord help us. Can we not have one family dinner without a fight breaking out? Is that too much to ask?
Come on, everyone sit. Let's just eat.
I'm the oldest. Don't you ever forget that.
Let's bow our heads and pray.
Master, the prophet Samuel is coming to see you. We saw him on the road heading this way.
What? Why? What did I do? Did you guys do something? I didn't do anything. Why is he coming here?
He's coming to sacrifice to the Lord with you.
Oh, no, he's not. Something's wrong. We must prepare.
What about supper?
Forget supper. We've got to warn the elders.
I can do that, Father.
No. Shema, go tell the elders he's coming. Abinadab, go select our finest calf. And we need to check the books and make sure they're in order.
You want me to do that?
Hush, David. Eliab, check the books.
I'm on it. You know who you can trust.
The rest of you, clean this place up. Make sure there's nothing around for him to see.
What about me, Father? What should I do?
Enough, David. You're distracting me. Just take the sheep to the mountains to graze.
You want me to leave?
Just go, David. You're underfoot.
But I can help.
Go, all of you.
Well, get to it, shepherd boy.
David, don't let it get to you. You're not like the others. He'll see that one day.
Mom, I'm nothing more than a shepherd boy.
Not to me, David, and not to God. Stay true to the Lord, and He will guide you. I love you, David, with all my heart.
I know, Mom. I love you too.
Be safe. You know what lives in the mountains.
There is so much going on inside my mind. Anger at those who would be blind. I'll never understand just how they cannot see what's in my heart, the potential in me. I struggle waiting for a sign to appear. There must be a reason why I'm alone out here. I know that you are there. Still I wish that I could see just a glimpse of the plan you have for me. Can you hear me?
So Saul and his servant, they went looking for them. They were about to give up when they heard that Samuel was in a nearby town. So they thought maybe with all of his infinite wisdom, he could tell them where to find those donkeys. So they went to see him. What they didn't know was that God told Samuel the day before that he was coming. So when they met up, it got weird real quick. Saul was like, "I'm just really looking for some donkeys." And old Samuel was like, "Kid, you've come to the right place. Those donkeys have already been found, son. And who deserves everything their heart desires if it's not you and everyone in your father's house?" And Saul was all like, I think you got me mixed up with somebody else. And Samuel just laughed at him and took him in to have some dinner. But the next day, Samuel pulled Saul off by himself. He got out some oils and started anointing Saul right there on the spot. And Saul was all like, this isn't really a normal thing for me, so what's with the oils and whatnot? And Samuel just laid it out. He said, "You're gonna be king over all of Israel." And Saul said, "No, really, what's the oil for?" So Samuel was like, "You've been chosen by God, boy. And here's how you'll know I'm telling the truth. When you leave here, you're gonna run into a couple of guys by Rachel's tomb. They're gonna tell you that those donkeys you're looking for are already back home. Now your dad's all worried about you instead. Then you're gonna head down to the Oak of Tabor, where you're gonna run into 3 more fellas. And they're gonna be like, 'Hey, take some of our bread. It's really good.' And it will be. You're gonna love that bread. Then you're gonna go to the Hill of God, where the Philistine outpost is, and there's gonna be a string of prophets coming down from the hill, playing a bunch of instruments and singing their hearts out. The Spirit of the Lord is gonna come over you in a powerful way, and you're gonna join them, and you aren't ever gonna be the same again." And you know what? Everything Samuel said would happen actually did. And when the people who knew Saul saw him with those prophets, they were like, "What's up with Saul? Is he like one of them now?" Oh yes, Saul was a changed man. That's what happens when the Spirit of God is in you. Now, Samuel went down to Mizpah, where he called together all the elders from all the tribes of Israel. And he was like, "Y'all been asking for a king, and I'm telling you it's a rotten idea. A king's gonna take a bunch of your stuff. He's gonna take your land, make your sons fight battles for him, and God's been taking care of you this whole time. I don't understand why you got..." You know what? I'm getting worked up. You want a king so bad? God's gonna give you a king. So, they divided themselves up by tribes and clans. And Samuel, he did something called casting lots, which is their way of letting God pick who he wants. But Samuel, he already knew who it was gonna be, so he wasn't surprised at all when it got narrowed down to the tribe of Benjamin, and then the clan of Matri, and then to the family of Kish. And finally, the selection was made. Saul was gonna be king. The funny thing was, Saul didn't really want to be king. He was scared to death. He knew it was coming, so he went off and hid in the supplies. And that was the first time Saul realized you can't hide from God. So Saul did become king that day. And all the people were like, "Long live the king!" And "You're the man, Saul!" And "Can I have your autograph?" and whatnot. And Saul looked exactly the way they thought their king should look. Handsome as all get out. There was no one like him in all the land. And God blessed Saul, made him strong, turned him into a great warrior. Saul drove back the Philistines, became a hero to the people, loved across the land. And Saul became rich and powerful, and his heart began to change. I guess you remember how that all worked out for him. So where is Saul now? On top of the world, I guess. But where is Samuel right now? Why, he's back at Jesse's place, looking for a new king.
I don't know exactly what you're looking for, but my oldest boy has it. This is Eliab, my pride and joy. Huh? What do you think? A fine-looking boy, am I right? A good leader. Very confident.
certainly has his charms.
See? What did I tell you?
You want to see something cool? Huh? Here you go. Check this out. Yeah! That's how you make a good first impression right there.
Are you prepared to serve your God?
Oh, definitely. Without a doubt.
You may ask me one question.
Is there money involved? How much would I get paid?
No. It's not him.
Well, I certainly have other sons. Abinadab, come forward.
Nope.
But you didn't even.
Nope.
Shammah, come here. Show him what you can do.
What's he doing?
He's stuck in an invisible box.
Seriously?
It's not real. He's just pretending.
Yeah, I figured that part out. It's not him.
Really? A mime is a terrible thing to waste.
It's not any of these guys. Curious.
Are you sure? Maybe you should look at Eliab again. Come here, Eliab. Show him your calf muscles.
Please don't show me your calf muscles. Why would I want to see his calf muscles? What bearing could that possibly have on this conversation? This is not a variety show.
I can also juggle.
Good for you, son. If I ever get stuck in a pretend box and I want to see someone juggling, I know exactly who to call on. These are your sons, Jesse. This is all you have. What am I doing here, Lord?
Well, there is one more.
What?
I do have one more son, the youngest.
Well, where is he?
I sent him out to tend the sheep.
I told you to bring all your sons before me, and you send one out to tend sheep?
Well, I mean, it's just David. He's not really like my other sons.
Perfect! Go get him!
But, Samuel, David is...
We're not eating until I see that boy.
Of course.
Hey, Fuzzball, don't wander off. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You remember the last time that you wandered off? Drew that bear out of this cave? You nearly got us all killed. Don't defend him. I love his adventurous spirit as much as you do, but you saw how close that bear got. I can hit just about anything with this sling, but I'm gonna need some space. Thank God it only took 2 stones to bring her down. There wouldn't have been enough time for a third. Well, that's very kind of you guys to say. But I can assure you, the Lord was watching over all of us that morning. Yes, sir. Everybody needs a shepherd. You've got me, and I've got God. The Lord is my shepherd, and as long as he is, I shall not want for anything. Hey, that's good. I like that. I'm gonna write that down. What do you think? Everyone's a critic. Love you too, pal. But you're right. It's a little wordy. I'll work on it. Hey, you guys want to hear a song? That's what you always say. That's because you don't hear the whole thing. You just hear this one instrument. But not me. I hear all the instruments. Pipes, drums. Man, I wish you guys could hear what I hear in my head. Oh, stop. I keep telling you, we're not forming a band. You can't play instruments. You don't have opposable thumbs. It would sound terrible. Now, settle down. I'm not trying to be mean. It would just be weird. Yes, way more weird than me holding an entire conversation with a flock of sheep. All right, so maybe it's not way more. Yeah, that's a fair statement. Okay. We'll do a song together, but you guys better hold your harmonies. And no vocal calisthenics, Fuzzball. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Just try and keep up. I hear you guys so loud and so clear, but sometimes I wish that I was herding deer. They make no noise, unlike all of you, but I love you guys anyway. Oh, yes, I do. There's no place in these mountains I haven't explored, and often I'm tired of being ignored. You guys keep talking, but I'm getting bored, 'cause you just keep saying the same word. Yeah, that's the word that I meant. You guys sing it again and again. If I spoke sheep, oh wait, I do, and I think I speak it even better than you. So let's play a game I think that you'll love. It's kind of silly, I just made it up. If you play along, I know you'll have fun. You say something, then I will respond back. When I was younger, barely the age of 13, bad things could have happened, but the Lord shepherds me. That was great, guys. Oh man, I wish someone was recording this. Here we go. You're the best singing group I've been a part of, while doing a job that's smelly and tough. Wandering these hills and my sandals gets rough, but I have my harp and a heart full of love. Back when I was younger, barely the age of 13, bad things could have happened, but the Lord shepherds me. But the Lord shepherds me. Ah, that was so good, guys, especially the ending there. But Fuzzball, word of advice: don't quit your day job.
David, so glad I found you. What are you doing?
We are writing a song.
What, with the sheep?
It's really more of a ballad. Oh, sorry. Now I feel a little sheepish.
Look, you have to go home now. The prophet Samuel has asked to see you.
To see me?
Yes, right away.
Well, okay, yeah. Come on, guys. We've got to go back.
Oh, boy.
Wait, why would he want to see me? I hope it's not bad.
Are you gonna do this the whole way back?
Absolutely. Father, you sent for me?
Samuel, this is my youngest son.
Hush. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Will you excuse us for a moment? Young man, the Lord has spoken. Are you prepared to serve your God?
Oh, yes, sir. It's my greatest wish.
You may ask me one question.
What is it that the Lord would have me do?
You are the one. God has chosen you to be king.
King? King of what?
King of God's people, all the tribes of Israel.
Really?
Yes.
But Saul is the king.
Saul has chosen to follow his own path. God is asking you to follow his.
Of course, Samuel. Whatever the Lord requires of me, I will gladly do it. But I'm just a kid. I have very long conversations with sheep on a regular basis. I don't know how to be a king. What could I possibly do for God?
My child, God does not choose you for what you can do for him. He chooses you for what he can do through you. He sees beyond the shepherd boy. He sees your heart, and he has chosen you. Now go wash up. Then I will anoint your head with oil before the Lord.
Yes, sir. Are you sure?
Surely goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life, and you will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Oh, man. That's good. I love that. Do you mind if I write that down?
Knock yourself out, kid.
Top of the world, bottom of the heap. Doesn't really matter where you are, does it? What matters is where your heart is at. It's all about choices. Saul and David were both chosen by God, but Saul isn't choosing him back. So I guess the next question that's rattling around your cute little brains is, what is David gonna choose? Oh, it's getting good now. Sometimes life will drag you down, and you feel like you should run away. Sometimes if you will stand your ground, trouble will not lead you astray. Sometimes life is just a breeze, and everything seems to go your way. Especially dangerous times are these. It's so easy to forget to pray. No matter the direction your life will take, God is with you, but there is a choice you must make. Look to the Lord, He's forever true. Trust in the Lord, He will see you through. There's nothing that He cannot do, so choose to follow the one who knows the way. Sometimes life will move so fast, confusing the way that you should go. It's not always easy to stay the path, but there is one thing that you should know. No matter the direction your life will take, God is with you, but there is a choice you must make. Look to the Lord, He's forever true. Trust in the Lord, He will see you through. There is nothing that He cannot do, so choose to follow the one who knows the way. God has a plan for you. He will lead your way, but you have to choose to trust and obey. Hold on to your faith. Trust in the Lord, He's forever true. Look to the Lord, He will see you through. There is nothing that He cannot do, so choose to follow the one who knows the way. Choose to follow the one who knows the
I told you before we started the play that God